Lost in life, feeling alone, the solution is simpler than you think. Feeling lost and alone is one of life's most uncomfortable experiences, yet it's also one of the most powerful teachers you will ever have. The first step is to change your perspective. Most people fear being alone because they think solitude equals failure, weakness, or insignificance. But the truth is, being alone gives you clarity. It removes the distractions, the noise, and the pressures from others so that you can finally hear your own voice. Loneliness is not a punishment. It's a signal. It's life urging you to pause, reflect, and reconnect with your purpose. It's a moment to ask yourself, who am I? What do I truly want? What am I willing to do to get there? When you embrace this period of isolation, you stop running from yourself and start facing your inner truth. And when you confront your own thoughts, doubts, and fears, you gain insight that no amount of social interaction or external guidance can give you. Think about it this way: a tree grows stronger when its roots dig deeper into the soil, and similarly, you grow stronger when you dig deeper into yourself. Alone time allows your roots, your values, your strengths, and your vision to deepen. It's where resilience is forged, patience is learned, and independence is built. The more comfortable you become with your own company, the less you rely on external validation, and the more empowered you feel. Solitude also gives you freedom to think, freedom to dream, and freedom to plan your life on your own terms. When you stop fearing being alone, you start to see it as a tool, a moment to cultivate your mind, refine your goals, and prepare for the challenges ahead. You can read, reflect, strategize, and focus on growth without interruptions. The moment you embrace loneliness, it stops being a void and starts being a canvas. A canvas for personal development, self-discovery, and transformation. Those who learn to thrive in their own company are the ones who ultimately walk through life with confidence, purpose, and clarity. Remember, alone doesn't mean powerless. Alone can mean strong. Alone can mean free. And when you learn to use these moments wisely, you'll realize that the feeling of being lost isn't a barrier. It's the doorway to becoming your best self. When you feel lost and alone, it's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck. You might say, if only I had support, guidance, or the right opportunities, I wouldn't feel this way. But here's the truth. The moment you stop blaming and start taking full responsibility is the moment you reclaim your power. Responsibility is the bridge between feeling stuck and moving forward. No one else can walk your path for you. No one else can make the choices that shape your future. The people who rise out of loneliness are the ones who stop waiting for someone else to fix their life and start asking, what can I do today to change my situation? Taking responsibility means accepting that your current circumstances are the result of your past decisions, and understanding that your future is the result of the decisions you make today. It's not about guilt or shame, it's about empowerment. Every step, every habit, every choice compounds over time to create a life of direction and purpose. Being lost doesn't have to be permanent. It's a signal to focus, to act, and to take control. Each small action, setting goals, learning a new skill, reaching out to help others, or simply organizing your day, is a statement that you will no longer be a passenger in your own life. You are the driver. Responsibility also gives clarity. Once you stop blaming others, you see patterns, opportunities, and solutions that were hidden before. You stop waiting for validation and start trusting your own judgment. You begin to realize that loneliness is temporary, but the lessons you learn and the strength you build are permanent. The most successful, fulfilled people in the world are not those who had perfect circumstances. They are the ones who embraced responsibility, even in isolation. They looked at their life and said, I may be alone, I may feel lost, but I will create my own path step by step. So, stop looking outward for answers. Stop waiting for someone to guide you. Your life, your growth, and your future are in your hands. And the moment you claim that power, the feeling of being lost begins to transform into purpose, direction, and hope. When you feel lost and alone, the most powerful tool you can use is vision. A clear vision acts like a compass, giving direction when everything around you feels uncertain. Without it, you drift aimlessly, letting fear, doubt, and circumstances control your life. But with it, even the loneliest path becomes purposeful. Vision begins with asking yourself the hard questions. What do I truly want from life? What kind of person do I want to become? What legacy do I want to leave behind? These questions are not easy, and that's why so many avoid them. But clarity only comes through reflection, especially in moments of solitude. Once you define your vision, write it down. Create a mental picture, a goal, a plan that excites and challenges you. The act of seeing your future, even if it's imperfect, gives your actions focus. You no longer wander. Every decision, every effort becomes intentional. Building a vision also means breaking it into small, actionable steps. Loneliness is overwhelming when you look at the big picture, but when you divide it into daily habits, the journey becomes manageable. Reading, learning, reaching out, improving your skills, and developing your mindset, these are the building blocks of a future full of clarity and purpose. A strong vision shields you from distractions. When doubts arise, when the world seems heavy, your vision reminds you why you started. It turns isolation into productivity, fear into determination, and confusion into strategy. The people who overcome loneliness are not the ones who wait for external guidance. They are the ones who create their own roadmap. They understand that feeling lost is temporary, but the vision they build can guide them for a lifetime. Remember, vision is not about perfection, it's about direction. Even if you adjust it along the way, the act of moving intentionally towards something meaningful keeps you growing. When you combine vision with the courage to act, loneliness becomes opportunity, feeling lost becomes fuel. Every step, even if taken alone, propels you closer to a life of purpose, fulfillment, and clarity. Even when you are alone, you don't have to be isolated from growth. One of the most powerful ways to overcome feelings of being lost is to feed your mind with inspiration. Books, podcasts, speeches, mentors, and uplifting content act as your companions, offering guidance, ideas, and encouragement when no one else is physically present. Being alone is an opportunity to be intentional about the influences you allow into your life. You may not have friends or colleagues around you right now, but you can choose to surround yourself with wisdom. Learning from the experiences of others, even from a distance, fills the gaps that loneliness might create. It shows you what's possible and gives you strategies to navigate your own journey. Inspiration reminds you that you are not truly alone. Countless people have faced moments of despair, isolation, and uncertainty, yet they overcame it and built meaningful, successful lives. Their stories, advice, and lessons act as a guiding light, proving that challenges are temporary and personal growth is always possible. The key is to make inspiration a daily habit. Start your day with positive content. Reflect on quotes that motivate you. Listen to stories that expand your perspective. Engage in learning that challenges your mind. Each small step compounds, slowly but surely reshaping your mindset, building confidence, and providing clarity. Remember, the mind follows what it focuses on. If you focus on fear, doubt, and loneliness, those feelings will dominate. But if you focus on hope, knowledge, and inspiration, your mind becomes a fertile ground for solutions, creativity, and action. Even when the world seems distant, you can create your own circle of growth. Inspiration keeps your vision alive, strengthens your inner resolve, and reminds you that isolation is temporary while your progress can be permanent. In short, you may be physically alone, but your mind can be surrounded by wisdom, encouragement, and guidance. This is how you turn solitude into strength and loneliness into a launching pad for your greatest growth. Feeling lost and alone can be paralyzing, but the antidote is simple. Take consistent action, no matter how small. Action is the bridge that connects where you are to where you want to be. It transforms loneliness from a weight into momentum and turns uncertainty into purpose. Many people wait for the perfect moment to start, the moment when they feel ready, confident, or accompanied. But the truth is that moment rarely arrives. Life doesn't wait, and opportunities don't linger. Progress comes to those who act, even imperfectly, even when they feel uncertain or alone. Start small. Read a chapter of a book, write down your goals, organize your thoughts, or take one step toward a skill you want to master. Each tiny action compounds over time. Small victories build confidence, consistency builds habit, and habit builds transformation. Action also clears the fog of doubt. When you are lost, it's easy to get stuck in your mind, replaying fears and what-ifs endlessly. By doing something tangible, you shift your focus from what could go wrong to what you can achieve. Each completed task, no matter how small, is proof that you are capable, that you are moving forward, and that your circumstances do not define you. Consistency is key. One action may not change your life, but daily actions do. Momentum grows quietly, invisibly, but it is unstoppable once it accumulates. The lonely path becomes a journey of growth, discovery, and achievement. Remember, action transforms loneliness into independence. It transforms fear into courage, confusion into clarity, and stagnation into progress. Even when the world is silent, your own steps forward create a rhythm of accomplishment and hope. So, don't wait for someone to guide you. Don't wait for the perfect time, and don't wait to feel ready. Take action today. Take one small step, then another. Build a pattern, and soon the feeling of being lost will fade, replaced by confidence, purpose, and a clear path forward. Loneliness is temporary, but action creates permanence. Your life is in your hands, and every step you take brings you closer to becoming the person you were meant to be. Feeling lost and alone is not a punishment, it is a signal. It is life's way of calling you to reflect, grow, and take control. Those moments of solitude, though uncomfortable, are